Yes, Lord, we are live. We are live here on the Kim Jacobs Show. You don't know, we're so excited to be on the air. And I have my lovely guest, Pamela Booker, here with me in the studio. Hey, Pamela.
Hello, Kim. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm doing so great. And you look gorgeous. Absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you
guys,
so
we are
much.
going to jump right in today's broadcast. Please go ahead and quickly share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones. Sometimes technical difficulties happen, but we just keep pressing because you are going to get the Kim Jacobs Show on this air some kind of way. So we're going to have a great time, and I'm so grateful to God that He allowed the broadcast to come forward. So I am going to quickly jump into introducing my special guest today, Pamela Booker. Pamela Booker is a respected leader in the natural hair care industry, serving as the founder, CEO, and the face of Coils by Nature, an affordable line of certified vegan, cruelty free, and high quality line of all natural hair products. She has been featured in or on The Examiner, naturallycurly.com, blackenterprise.com, Centric TV, the Huffington Post, and was named one of the Upscale magazine's Women to Watch in 2016. In addition to being a powerful businesswoman, dynamic speaker, and a community leader, she is also a loving wife and a mother, a proud U.S. Army veteran, and burgeoning foodie, currently residing in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much, Pamela Booker, for being on the Kim Jacobs Show today. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored.
Oh, you're such a trooper, and just backstage working with me through all of the technical difficulties, and here you still came out just shining like a beautiful
Oh,
butterfly with your natural glow. So I'm so glad that you're on today's show. So people are already chiming in, and lots
thank
of
you.
people have comments. So we'll go to a flash round during today's episode and give you a chance to just respond to some people. Let's actually go right now and just somebody said, "Thank Jesus, thank you, Jesus, that we're on the show." That's Sean Hall.
Yes.
Cassandra Davis says, "Hi, hi," and Sean Hall has put your website coilsbynature.com. Woo! So Pamela, as we
Thank
are
you.
dealing with this whole COVID-19, and people are trying to level up in life and figure out how they can start business ventures, you've done this. You've actually done this right from scratch. What kind of advice can you share with people that are budding entrepreneurs and trying to start their own business?
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Nope.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share today's sponsor while you take. Let me send you a private text. Take.
Oh, check, check, check. It's still working.
Okay.
Good to
So
see
what I'm
now.
going to do while she's doing this, I sent her a private communication. I am going to actually, yeah, I'm gonna actually remove. Okay, I'm gonna remove um, Pamela from the screen. What's happened is we've had a lot of technical difficulties behind the scenes. So, but it's going to all work out because we want to make sure that today's broadcast goes forward and give everyone a chance to hear about Coils by Nature. It's phenomenal products that she has, a product line that she's created, and I want to make sure that you get the opportunity to learn more about her services. Are you able to hear me, Pamela?
Testing.
Okay. I will give me a second. All right. So while Pamela is she's going to go out and come back in. I want to go ahead and share with you guys her website because her website is beautiful, and share some of the different products and services that she offers. And it's Coils by Nature. And she's celebrating 10 years is the anniversary that she actually provides COVID-19 updates and shipping on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays only. So she's very clear about when she's shipping her products. She has a shopping cart. You can put your My Wish list and all of the different products that she offers. And when she's on, she'll share, oh wow, beard and face cleanser, shaving foam. She has moisturizer, beard oil, a lot of different products that she'll be talking about on today's episode. So she does have a female and a male line, Coils by Nature. And so we're going to let her talk about those different products that she does have available on her site. And I also want to take a moment to let me share with you guys. This is important as well. So Pamela, when she comes on, she's going to talk about her site and her services and the products that she offers, which are absolutely incredible. And she has a female and a male product line. Hey, Pamela.
Hey.
Okay, so I was showing them your website to let them know about Coils by Nature, and I see that you have a female and a male product line. Tell us a little bit about your business and how you started. What made this venture pop off for you? So share while I share your website a little bit.
Okay, so actually got started with Coils by Nature while working as a computer engineer for the federal government in DC. I went natural in 2007, and I wanted products to match, me going through this natural process. I found that there were products out there, but they were a little expensive, and it wasn't a lot of products. It was like maybe 5 or 6 to choose from. So I decided to create something that would be affordable with great ingredients that everybody could use. So it would be for the entire family. So
Wow.
Coils by Nature actually got started in my kitchen in 2009 is when I started whipping things up.
Wow, that's amazing. And you said so effortlessly that, oh, I just whipped it up in my kitchen. But what about people that literally don't have that vision, but they know they could create some great chemistry? What advice would you give them?
Well, I did a lot of research on the industry. So I highly recommend whatever industry you decide to get into, make sure you do research on that industry. And then make sure that you are actually solving a problem. Because being in business is not about selling a product, you're actually solving a problem for your consumer. So research your industry and make sure that you are solving a problem.
Wow, that's really good advice. And when you say solving a problem, how did you determine that hair care and going natural would be a good problem to solve?
When I was doing my research, I found this blog site called curlynikki.com, and it was literally thousands of women with curly hair, kinky hair, going natural, already been natural, that were just saying all of the problems they were having. So it was like the perfect place to go and talk to ladies, see what they were looking for, see what they wanted, what they were missing, what they wanted out of a product. And they even helped me develop, my entire product line because I got all the information from them, from those ladies.
Wow. And I love how you're still even giving homage and you're celebrating them even in spite of you having your own product line now. So I'm excited to hear that you're still willing to give homage and honor to where honor is due.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm proud of you. I'm so proud. Now you're also a mother, a wife, and a lot of times people that watch my show tune in from the perspective of how they can balance different aspects of their lives. How do you go about balancing your life as a mother, wife, and previous Army vet, now business owner? Talk to us about that.
I don't call it balancing. I took that word out of my vocabulary a long time ago because when you try to balance, it does not work. So I call it juggling. Uh, I'll throw some things up in the air and then I'll work on what I can work on right then and there. So I call it juggling. I'll have, this project or this thing. in my hands, and I'll work on that, and then I'll throw that up and catch this other thing and start working on that and throw that up and catch. So I call it juggling. But really having a really good schedule is what helps us, because me and my husband, we work the business together, and we have a 12-year-old in the house with us, and then we have 3 college students. So one just graduated, so we have 2 college students and 1 high schooler. So just, trying to juggle everything to make sure everything fits where it's supposed to. First, I was working 24 hours a day. Like, I was just working. I thought that was the answer, to just work on your business all the time. But right. There was no balance and there was no juggling. It was just all work. My family started to suffer. So I had to come up with a schedule and make sure that I had time to do the things that I love to do for my family. Like, I love to cook. So I cook, almost every day for my family. That's one thing I take time out for my family. We're going to get a home cooked meal. And before COVID, my son played basketball. So we made sure that we left work. We worked 9 to 5. 5 o'clock, we're done. And that's family time. So I call it juggling. You just have to learn how to juggle really well and come up with a great schedule and try to stick to it.
Wow. I love that. Every day, I'm just typing some of the stuff that you're saying. So you said, I said Pamela Booker cooks a home cooked meal for her family every day. That is just commendable. So thank you. I thank you on behalf of all the women that would say, that's an honor to be able to pull your family together and to say, hey, this is our time to just eat together and to fellowship, but to have a good home cooked meal. That's some great advice. And solving the problem. I like when you say solving a problem from a business owner perspective. Can you talk more about that? Because not everyone understands how to even identify what the problem is. How did you identify, out of all of the problems that are in the world, that this particular problem would be the one that you would choose to solve?
Because I was having a problem, right? So one of the problems I was solving is that I could not find affordable natural hair products. Like, they were out there, but they were just so expensive. And I wanted to be able to provide affordable natural hair products. And then once I, started creating, I started listening to what my potential customers were saying. So their problem was dry hair, slow growth. So I was solving that problem by providing them with products that will help moisturize, keep their hair moisturized, and retain their length. So listening to your customers or potential customers is very, very, very important, because you have to realize, as a business owner, entrepreneur, that you are not selling to people, that you're actually solving their problems. And when you go on with that mentality, you'll be able to, everything you speak will be towards solving that problem.
Wow. You're saying so many good things. I'm trying to make sure this is stuff that you were experiencing yourself.
Yes.
Wow. I'm trying to make sure I type what you said, because this is stuff that people need to go back, even if it's doing the replay, and get this nugget. So you didn't just pick any old problem. Pamela was experiencing dry hair herself. So she sought a solution to be able to provide that would be the problem that she would solve for herself and for others.
Yes.
I love that. That's some very good advice. And I'm only repeating it because some people are only listening to my podcast, so they don't get a chance to see the typed point. And that's some good advice. Okay, let's see. People are on asking questions. Coils by Nature, Sean Hall said, yes, coilsbynature.com.
Thank you, Sean.
That's awesome. Her products are fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. M. Taylor says her products have nourished my hair for 10 years.
She is one of the people that was in that Curly Nikki group. She is one of the people that was on the blog site. She was like one of my very first customers. She came to my house and picked up the product. So she was one of my very, very first customers. So Mary is near and dear to my heart. She is an amazing supporter of Coils by Nature, and she has beautiful natural hair.
Oh my God. Okay. Coils by Nature has sales often. So supporting this small Black business is important, that people know to please support Coils by Nature.
Thank you.
Courtney Jacobs, which is my brother, he said, "Good day, good show."
Hey, Courtney.
And he has Courtney Wellness Companion. Oh, and he also has a program called Blacker the Berry. That
Oh,
right there is getting some deep conversation. He's like,
I like that.
let's support within our race. He's talking about being African American and his choice to be able to have his Black queen, and he calls it darker the berry.
I
He
love
going
it.
deep on that.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love it too. Well, obviously, I'm a darker berry here over here.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? The brown girls, we get
I mean, I love every race. I love every nationality, every walk of life. But I sure am proud of my own. That's my own self too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, I would be happy to bring her in to share her hair products. He has a show Courtney does every Thursday evening, and he said he would love to have you be a guest on his show as well. Courtney and his
Thank you.
COU. Let me type that in so everybody knows what it's called. Courtney Wellness Companion, because it's not just spelled like regular Courtney. Okay, let me put that in the chat so everybody can see that that's what my brother's site is, and I'll just put one of them up for you. It's called Courtney Wellness Companion, so you can go back and later see that
Okay.
the show that he's inviting you on, and it's on
Okay.
Thursday nights at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. I would love to be on.
Oh, okay. So and he got some buff people doing well. You fit right in with all those muscles and stuff, but he has like everybody's real well fit and stuff, and some good looking stuff going on over there. But anyway, what other tips and advice would you give to people that are trying to figure out how they can run a family and run, like you say, juggling? But I love how you throw one up in the air and then say, whatever, I'll get to this, I'll get to that.
I'll get to it. Yeah.
What other advice would you give? Any?
I would make sure that you have like some type of plan written down. Now, it does not have to be an extensive, business plan with an executive summary and all of that stuff. That stuff can come later. But make sure you have a plan on, your vision for your business. A lot of people can talk about it, but to write it down is kind of hard for them. But when you write it down, you get to actually get your thoughts out and you get to see what your business will look like. And then you can say, oh yeah, I don't want that. And then, make adjustments. As a mother in business and a wife, make sure you incorporate your family within your business. It's very important that you incorporate them in your business because they won't feel left out. They won't feel that the business is more important than they are if you incorporate your family into your business. And we see this in other cultures, when we'll go into certain restaurants and, the kids are taking the orders and all this other stuff. So, during this time, our 12-year-old and our 15-year-old, they were in the back packing boxes and making boxes and seeing how everything flows and works because they don't have, the extracurricular activities now. So they're actually in the warehouse with us working and they see, oh, mommy and daddy worked really, really hard to make this happen.
Yeah.
So it gives them a sense of appreciation for the business. Don't think, especially if you have a family, don't think that the business is just about you. Okay?
That's
Because
right.
you're going to need the love and support of your family. So make sure that you incorporate them into your business.
Well, that's really good. And I talk about that often in my book, Extreme Balance Makeover, and exactly what you're saying, I believe wholeheartedly, and including your children in the whole process, letting them see the behind the scenes and getting like hands-on feel. So like our children are involved in any aspect of my business, from showing me what video footage and equipment to use. I have all kinds of devices and things, even though they didn't work that well today. So that's why you saw me backstage with one of my sons. I was like, wait, you told me to do this. No.
Right. But he was right
boy,
there
you
for
said this would work.
Right.
So I hold them accountable too.
Yes. I said he was right there for you too. So he already knew that you needed him and what you were doing and what's going on. This show is not foreign to him. You know, a lot of times we try to hide stuff from our children. One, because we probably don't think it's great enough for them yet, or two, we just don't want to involve them, but let them be a part of the process, and they'll be like compassionate and be able to help our children offer so much advice on what we should be doing. And
Right.
we'll take some things under consideration, you know.
Right.
But
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I'll give you one quick example. My son is big into these prank videos that he does on TikTok. Well, he doesn't always tell me, but I told him in advance, listen, if you do a prank and I'm not approving of it, I'm going to take the phone, ban the account, report it, all kinds of stuff, because I don't play those kind of games. And I'm that mom that don't try to trick me out. And I don't like certain things, and they know that.
right.
And I'm against certain things. So he did something recently where I didn't even realize that this is what he was doing, but he put a spaghetti noodle in his mouth, and he asked me, he said he had a crook in his neck. So I was like, oh my God. So he said, Mom, just like kind of, turn it for me. So I did like this and turned it for him, and the thing cracked really loud. I was like, ah! Boy, it sounded like I broke his neck. So I said, boy, don't play games with me. So some things are cute and lighthearted, and that's their business thing that they're striving to accomplish. So I try to go with the flow, but sometimes I get a little thrown off. Did you experience that too, dealing with your kids?
Yeah, they are. My 12-year-old actually showed me how to do certain things on TikTok. So it is funny, and sometimes I'll say, well, can you do that again? He'll be like, Mom, it's so easy. And I'm like, just show me how to do it, because it comes so easy to them because they're on these devices. We're doing other things, and they have access to it. So just working with him in TikTok, he's really, really, really cute. And he indulges when I ask. So I was like, can we do a little dancing video? He only did one with me though. He only did one.
My kids said I'm looking like I'm dancing in slow motion, so they don't want to entertain that too much. I told them I know how to do that, do it.
Right.
Or whatever they be doing and all of that, I was like, they said, Mom,
right, yeah.
Don't ever do it.
He said, no, Mommy, we're not doing any more dancing videos.
Let's go to some more audience questions. People were saying some things. What did they say? Let's see. Courtney said, I go by motto, write it, say it, share it.
Yes.
Then it comes to you as you go to it.
Yes, that's good.
And then he also said, I love that. Write it down. Yeah.
Write it down. Yeah, it's very important for us to write our thoughts down.
I write when I say I write everything down, I have like a bulk amount of notebooks that I just write blank pages and write them all down. At any given moment, I can pick up a notebook, and the notebook is filled with ideas.
Me too. Me too. It's in I got a lot of them in my book bag, my laptop bag, my book bag that I carry. But my mother used to do the same thing. She used to have so many spiral notebooks with all these dreams and all of this stuff. And one day I read some of them, but I was like, why didn't you make any of these things happen?
Right.
She didn't work towards any of them.
Wow.
And I made that decision when I was reading her books. I was like, okay, everything I write down, I'm going to at least work towards it. So I saw her writing her dreams down. Like she used to always write like whatever the lottery was, because my mom played the lottery. She would write down the amount that was supposed to be, the jackpot.
Right.
She would have a detailed plan of everything she would do with the money. Everything, who she would give money to, charity, the church, blah, 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 what she would do with her house and all of this stuff. So, but she never did anything to work towards her other dreams. And I was like, wow.
So now she's going to be able to see you live your dreams and even be able to have her notebooks to be able to have some of her dreams that she didn't know would ever come true through you.
Absolutely.
Blessing. That's a blessing. Let's go to a few more questions people have. So, hi, Kim. I am enjoying the show. I am checking out her website right now. I have been natural for 1 year, trying to find a product for my hair type. Wendy Booker Washington is saying that. And she's in South Carolina. And Yeah, so she's trying to find. I wonder what is your hair type, Wendy? Wendy, if you could tell us, Wendy Washington. I'm just going to type that. What is your hair type? And then maybe you can address that specific question. And then someone else said, Andria Belk, what age range is your product for?
6 months, 6 months to, but the youngest is 6 months. And we have fragrance-free products for, children who are sensitive to essential oils and fragrance oil. So we also have fragrance-free products. But she's 6 now, but my little cousin has been using our products since she was 6 months old.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because, okay, I asked Wendy Washington, what is her hair type? And this is what she actually said. She was told she is a 4C hair type.
Okay. So, Wendy, what would be good for you is first, this is what I like to tell everybody who asks me, make sure that you're drinking water. Okay. Make sure that you're drinking water. I want you to remember that hair grows from the inside out. So when your body is moisturized on the inside, it's going to show up on the outside. Your skin, your hair, all of that good stuff. All right. 4C, depending on the porosity of your hair, it is hard to hold in, the water. It's hard to hold it in. So we have a deep conditioner that is really, really, really good. It has quinoa protein in it, and it holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So what the quinoa protein does, and it has mango powder in it, and it's filled with vitamins and minerals. Deep condition your hair once a week. Start deep conditioning like old school. With going natural, we have to go back to what we used to do back in the day, like deep conditioning with the cap on, hot oil treatments, stuff like that, right? So deep condition once a week until you start seeing your hair starting to retain moisture. And then you can dial it back to like once every 2 weeks and then once a month. All right. So deep condition with the ultra moisturizing deep conditioner that will work great on your hair. Use a plastic cap and sit under the dryer for 30 minutes. Go old school with it. Or if you have a steamer, you can steam your hair with the conditioner on your hair. All right. And then the leave-in conditioner is what provides that everyday moisture that you're looking for. Okay. So the leave-in conditioner, it is amazing. Very great slip. It has marshmallow root, slippery elm bark, and it has the mango powder in there too. We try to layer the products with the same ingredients so it absorbs into your hair shaft. Okay. Wow. So I would recommend the leave-in conditioner and the ultra moisturizing cocoa aloe deep conditioner for you.
Wow, that's some good. I typed everything you said. That's absolutely incredible advice, all of it. So, okay, more questions are coming in now. This is perfect because people get a chance to learn about their own. Courtney says, I love everything you're saying, that she is promoting good health for good.
Yes.
For
Yes.
hair, good hair,
Yes.
health for good. Another
Yes.
person, Alex, says, is someone responding to the chat? Huh? Okay. Alex, we see your comment. So just so you know, I'm a one woman show over here, right? Right here working this board, but I do have Sean Hall, and if Cassandra Davis is on here, so somebody might be able to respond. But other than that, right now it's just me here typing on this board on this end. But I'm so glad that you're on the show, Alex, today.
Thank you. Thanks.
Does she do video meetings to teach? Do you do virtual video meetings to teach?
I do. Yes, that's what we're moving to now. We used to do like live events and talk about this. And I usually have like experts, like real experts. I love to have people with credentials on, like doctors and people who know about cosmetic health and the structure of hair, to talk about things like this. Because in our community, we tend to want a quick fix. And instead of, getting the overall health of your body and hair. And there's a lot of factors to hair growth and hair loss. Hair grows through certain stages.
Right.
So I love to teach women when I get a woman asking me, what do you have to grow my hair? I tell her nothing. I don't have anything to grow your hair. I can help your hair retain its length, and I can make sure that you know what goes into growing your hair. So it's not just putting a product on, but it's genetics. Like I will never have full hair like my little sister. My little sister has thick hair, thick eyebrows. I don't have that. My brother has it. I have hair like my daddy. I have very, very fine hair. So I will never ever have thick hair. That's genetics for me, and hair growth is not just about, what we put on our hair, but what we put in our bodies. How much water are we drinking? How much exercise? People don't realize how much exercise attributes to hair growth, because you get the blood flowing and the blood circulating,
That's
and it'll
interesting.
actually, get your hair growing. So,
That's
well,
good.
yeah. So hair, and then your diet. Like, what does your diet look like?
Good.
Be mindful of what you're putting into your body. So I give them a holistic aspect of it, not just saying, here, try this bottle of leave-in conditioner. It'll get your hair growing. I don't do that.
Wow.
I'm
Well, that's
solving the
interesting that
problem.
you're saying. What did you say at the
I'm
end?
solving the problem.
You're solving the problem. Because that's interesting that you've said that, because my hair grows like it can grow as wide as the screen out, but it won't grow really, really long. It just grows out. Maybe that's
Right.
because I've been eating too many chocolate chip cookies. If I cut that out, it might grow. Yeah. This is confessions of Kim for a moment,
You
right?
know? So what I got from I have a cousin that's a physician assistant, and he's about holistic wellness. So when we put stuff into our bodies, that is not that our bodies it has to use its vitamins and minerals and energy to break down these things like cookies, right? Because it's cookies. Okay, so it's breaking down the chocolate, the sugar, the flour, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's breaking down all of that stuff. But when you put whole foods into your body, it does not have to use that much energy to break down those whole foods, because the human body is essentially perfect. And it remembers because of, thousands of years ago, okay, you've been eating this. Okay, we know how to digest this, and it won't use that much energy to do that. It'll allocate that energy for breathing, heart, your lungs, your kidney functions, your blood flowing, and your hair growing. So when you put good stuff in your body, it doesn't take all the energy for your body to break it down,
Well,
and your hair growing.
that's interesting too, because now I have been eating a lot more vegetables like every day since we've been quarantined. I've been cooking with using my air fryer, but I prepare my vegetables
Yep.
and put them in a little bit of olive oil, some basic seasonings, and I noticed that my box perm was wearing off quicker. So I was like, my hair is growing so quick. I was like, wait, what is happening to me? So
Yes.
I can get my own personal lessons with you, Pamela, but I'm learning some things about my body and my hair. And at first I was like, it's time to slap another box perm in. And I was like, hold on, Kim. Let's you keep having people like Pamela Booker and Dorikas Crawford. I've had him on. And I'm like, what are you learning from all of this? So I need to back up a minute.
Right. Even though I'm not judging, I don't judge. I had a relaxer for years. So when it's your time, when you feel it, you go with it.
We'll see.
But
We'll
you're
see.
beautiful.
We'll see.
Beautiful either way. Beautiful inside and out.
Okay, let's go back and get off of me, and let's go back to some other audience participation, because then I might do some dramatic stuff right on the show. You'd be like, Kim really took my advice seriously. Okay, great information. Shannon Hancock says, thank you for joining, Shannon. I would be interested in exploring that platform. I think that ladies and men of the Blacker the Berry would appreciate a virtual meeting with you.
Okay. I'm down for it, Courtney. Thank you.
Courtney gonna have you on tomorrow. You gonna mess around.
Yes.
You be like, look, you ain't playing. Alex says, my husband is Egyptian and we're not really sure what type his hair is. Is there somewhere we could look to figure that out?
Yeah, so you can act like go to naturallycurly.com and type in hair type, right? But the hair typing system, especially for people with kinky curly textured hair, we usually don't have just one texture of hair. right? We don't have one type because the hair typing system was created by, I forgot his name, but it was created to actually sell products. So like 1 is straight, 1B is like, you know, but most people with kinky curly hair has like 3B to 4C, and 4C is more of a barely a curl. It's like a zigzag pattern. But a lot of people have different textures in their hair. Texture really only comes in like either you have curly, straight, or kinky hair. And then you either have fine, medium, or coarse. So it's only like, you know, 3 basic principles to the hair. Well, the porosity, whether it's porous or not, that definitely matters. But you can go to naturallycurly.com and search on their website hair type, and you can find out there.
Wow, that's good advice. So Courtney says exercise and diet, you're 100% spot on. It's so many comments coming in. Great show, Kim, and very good tips, Pamela. Thank you both.
Thank you.
I typed in that I told people you can go to naturallycurly.com and type in hair type based on what you said. And either you have curly, straight, or kinky hair is what you've shared as well.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yep.
Good advice. I want to show your website again to people, and while you're on, so you can talk through it. I showed it while you were off doing one of those moments, but let me go here, coilsbynature.com, and just kind of walk us through. This is a beautiful website. Kind of walk us through Coils by Nature's page.
Okay, so this is our website. It's so funny seeing it like this. This is our website. We have all products. We have shampoos, we have conditioners, we have men's grooming products, which we've had for like 3 years now, or maybe 4. So we have a complete beard grooming set, the shaving cleanser. It's a dual product, so you can shave and you can shampoo your face with it. We have a beard moisturizer. A lot of our products are sold out right about now because we just had a Memorial Day sale, and that was Monday. So, but you can grab everything there. Our leave-in conditioner is the most popular product. We have nourishing hair and body butters, which are amazing. You can use it on your hair and your body. We try to create dual products.
Wow. Yeah, you have a lot of products. A lot.
Yeah, we have a lot of products.
Oh my God.
And, we recently, with the pivot due to COVID, we recently started selling hand sanitizer and masks that will be updated probably later today on the site. And we just got in some infrared thermometers also. So we have thermometers also, just trying to provide for the community at large.
Wow. And you have here, people can chat with you. So if you have any questions, you can earn Coils Cash.
Yes.
I love this. Celebrating 10 years.
I'm sorry?
I said celebrating 10 years.
Yes, 10 years in business this year.
Wow. I am so grateful that you took the time to be a part of today's broadcast. This has been enlightening and informative. I want to make sure I give people a chance. You said so many tips that I was like, this is like amazing. Pamela Booker, the owner of Coils by Nature, coilsbynature.com is where you can find all of those wide array of products that are all natural based. And she's given so many tips that you can go back and look at. I want to make sure that you know that today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show has been sponsored by Adele McLean, and she is the owner of Exclusively for Eternity. And I want to make sure that I give you a chance to see her information as well. Her theme is let her last dress be her best dress because it's for eternity. And I'm so impressed with this woman. She's a senior citizen that owns Exclusively for Eternity. And this is her burial gown showcase. You can see some of the different array of dresses that are available. Again, letting her last dress be her best dress because it's for eternity. And with COVID-19 happening and so many people passing away suddenly, you can definitely contact Adele McLean to be able to get access to an immediate burial gown so that you can still bury your loved one properly. Her phone number is 412-403-3338. And again, you can reach Adele McLean. She is the founder of Exclusively for Eternity. She said she first started making burial gowns as a hobby. Once realizing the low quality of the average burial gown, she founded Exclusively for Eternity, which specializes in making quality gowns at an affordable price. So make sure that you take a moment to look into her showcase. Let her last dress be her best dress because it is for eternity. Thank you so much, Adele McLean, for sponsoring today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. If you would like to be a sponsor for one episode or for a full week of episodes like Sean Hall and Adele McLean have been, you definitely can email me. You can email me your 30-second commercial at kim@thebalancedoctor.tv, or you can have me do a shout out type of message like I just did on your company's behalf. One more thing I want to make sure I let you know is that we are seeking college interns for the Kim Jacobs Show. So we're looking for college credits only, one editor, one graphic design artist, two social media content developers, and two broadcast journalists, digital media representatives. So please make sure you email kim@thebalancedoctor.tv. Woohoo! I'm trying to manage this over here, Pamela.
That was awesome. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful. That is beautiful. You see how she solved a problem like that? I would have never thought of anything like that. That's really beautiful. I'm gonna share it.
And she has all of these beautiful burial gowns ready to go, and she makes them, even custom makes design burial gowns, because some people may have a different flair about them or whatever. So she puts together, like if you wanted a jean jacket person to bury your loved one in. And funeral homes from around the world are reaching out to her to provide them. So she's looking right now for a manufacturer that can bulk manufacture, because so many people unfortunately are passing away with COVID-19. So you can't make the gowns quick enough. There's so many people requesting them.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, more questions. People are like, hey, get my question in before that show ends. Is there a way to deal with dandruff and a greasy skin scalp at the same time? It appears that his hair could be caught between 3B and 3C. Products like Head and Shoulders just don't seem to work for her situation with her husband.
We have a tea tree mint cleanser, a shampoo, and it's actually a foaming shampoo, and it has tea tree in there. Tea tree actually kills the microbial that lives on the scalp that causes dandruff. So dandruff is actually something that is caused by something else. Dry skin is something that is just you not drinking enough water, right? And then some people, they just excrete a lot of, it's called sebum. That's like humans lanolin, because lanolin is like the sebum of a sheep. So it's like not the sweat, but what comes out of our body. I told you our body is perfect, so it excretes, our scalp excretes enough to protect our hair. But for people with kinky curly hair, it just takes a long time for it to get to the end of the hair shaft, right? Because it doesn't have a straight path. It has the curly path. So I would recommend the tea tree and mint cleanser, because the tea tree will actually get rid of all of the dandruff. But when you start using the tea tree cleanser, and even if you use Head and Shoulders, you have to disinfect everything that your hair has touched, right? Combs, brushes, any tools. You got to wash your pillows, your pillowcases, all of that stuff, because you're going to reinfect your hair. A lot of people can't get rid of dandruff because they'll wash their hair and then they'll use a dirty brush. They won't wash and disinfect the brush. So you're essentially putting it right back in your hair. That's why it never goes away. So make sure when you start using the tea treatment or whatever you use for dandruff, that you disinfect anything, the brush, the comb, any tools you use in the hair. Wash your pillows and your pillowcases so it does not get reinfected.
Wow, that who would know that? You, only you. So it doesn't get reinfected. That's really good. I'm putting that in the chat instead of just on the banner because people are on different platforms and they're not all seeing the banner. That's what's happening. So now I realize, thank you, Alex, so much for tuning in today because I learned something from you that when I'm typing the comments just across the banner, everyone's not seeing those, but by me putting them in the chat, you're getting a chance to see it. So thank you for being my guest today and my studio audience, I mean. Okay, do you make your own products? People wanted to know.
Absolutely. We make it in Lithonia, Georgia. Yes, we make it in small batches, even though we're sold all around the world. We make it in small batches. We have 4 employees and we're desperately looking to hire some more people. But yeah, we make it by hand in Lithonia, Georgia.
Wow. You see why this show had to go forward?
Right. So when I'm going to take this jacket off and put on another jacket and mask and hairnet, and I'll be back at work in a little bit.
Well, girl, you look so beautiful. I love celebrating. I love celebrating my sisters and brothers in life and everybody. I mean, you are gorgeous. I kept saying that backstage. I was like, my God, you're beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I mean, seriously now. Seriously.
Thank you.
I said, this is serious. This is a public service announcement for Pamela Booker. Virginia Lynn. Oh, she's giving a shout out to somebody else to hurry up and jump on this show. Oh, hey, Godmom, Aunt Dale, a beautiful person and business. Okay, let's see who else a comment. All right, lots of comments. Any final thoughts that you want to share with people today? Because I don't like to disconnect and somebody say, dog, I really wish I had said this one more point to her audience.
Well, with a pandemic going on, I just want you all to realize, like, this is the first time in history that any of us have experienced this. And the last pandemic was in 1918. So we have to adjust and act accordingly with this pandemic. I want to give entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs, allow yourself some grace. Okay. Allow yourself grace. Allow yourself to fall. Allow yourself to make mistakes. And don't be afraid to move. That is the most important thing about being an entrepreneur. Like, it is fast paced. You need a moment to think about some things and make sure you have your thoughts together. But don't sit on something that you feel that's burning inside of you. I said it's God's gift. Like, God gave me this gift to do this thing. He gave me this dream to live out, right? Don't sit on that dream because you're overthinking it. Don't sit on that dream because you don't think you have enough finances. Don't sit on that dream because of what the naysayers are going to say. You know, be careful who you tell your dream to, but don't sit on your dreams. We are put here to be a blessing for somebody. All right. I believe that from the bottom of my heart. So we all have a dream, and that dream may not equal entrepreneurship. You know, it may not equal entrepreneurship, but just explore that dream that God has given you and has put in your heart. Explore it. Give yourself grace. We tend to be so hard on ourselves. Give yourself grace. We are in a pandemic. Give yourself grace. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And just start.
Wow. I've typed everything right in the comment section that you're saying. And I can flash them on just so that people know so they still get to see them on the banner. But Coils by Nature has a tea tree oil based product that can help with dandruff, and making sure you guys know that. But one of the key things that she said is making sure that if your hair is infected with dandruff, you must disinfect everything so that it doesn't get reinfected. I'm actually being your personal assistant over here. Isn't that a good thing? Like, I'm typing on your behalf. And then I have here, yes, they make their own products in their own warehouse. You have right now 4 employees. So these are just some of the things that are going across all of the different platforms. And I put that these are great tips that Pamela Booker, owner of Coils. Oh, I put the wrong thing. Okay, let me go back. Let me take that off. It's Coils by Nature because I put the wrong. Coils by Nature. I don't have my glasses on. .com. Coilsbynature.com is the site that you guys need to go to learn more about her products. Now, LaShonda Milner Murphy, she's a fashion guru. She says kindness is the new currency.
It really is. It really is. And we need to practice that now more than ever with, the uncertainty. So when we're uncertain about things, we become fearful. Right. And we need to, push that fear into faith and just be kinder to one another. I completely agree with that.
And then LaShonda Milner Murphy also said, I agree, COVID has been good for me to pause, to be creative, and then to move.
Yes, but you are moving. That's what I like to see, movement.
You see her, you'll think you met your match. That's another beauty queen over there. I'm like, I have just been graced to be in the presence of such beauty.
You attract us because you're beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I'm just glad to even hold on to y'all little coat jackets and stuff. Be careful who you tell your dreams to, but don't sit on your dream. That's some good stuff. Everything that you're talking about is stuff that I have as part of my mantras, my motto, my writings, and my book and things, because it's so important that you have somebody that celebrates your success, but you can't just tell everyone because not everyone has your best interest at heart.
Absolutely true. And they can put doubt in your mind and talk you out of, living your dream.
That's really, yeah. I call those dream thieves.
I call them dream killers. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway, lots of great. Oh, somebody else said a comment too. I have used her products for 10 years. Camille McKelton said.
Oh, she is another one. We used to walk the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. I used to live in the DMV area. Oh. So DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I lived in Maryland. And we used to walk the Woodrow Wilson Bridge together. And she's a Coils by Nature customer too, and a friend. She's amazing. Thank you, Camille.
I'm so glad. See, I'm glad I put these comments up versus only doing the flash round because so many people have been chiming in. And she said your products are always consistent and my hair thrives using her products.
Yes. Her name on Curly Nikki was called Hurricane Cutie, honey. And if you see her hair, whew, she has a massive amount of hair. I mean, it is, when you say your hair grows out, her hair grows out too, but you have to stretch it but her hair grows out. It is beautiful and massive, massive amount of hair.
God, I'm so glad. Yes. I'm so glad to have had you on today's show. I'm going to tell people things I have learned as I approach 50. Tomorrow is, wait a minute, I'll tell everybody this right quick. This is something I've been doing every day just for like a minute or two. Things that I have learned as I approach 50, guys. Let me tell you, it's a couple of things today that I'll share with you that God has gifted me to be able to do and be as I approach 50. My 50th birthday is coming up May 31st. I'm so psyched up. It's a shame. I mean, I've been in my bathroom dancing to Planet Rock, Won't He Work It Out, Unstoppable, Mary, you name it. I've been just going in.
I love it.
I'm on an island by myself over here, just having a blast. My family's like, wow, she's really turned up enough. Which I am, because I'm grateful. If God allows me to enter into 50 years of life, you know how grateful I am. So,
Yes.
a couple of things I learned as I'm approaching 50. One thing is I believe wholeheartedly that I'm a great wife. I believe wholeheartedly that I am a great mother and a great daughter, a great friend, great leader for God's people as a pastor's wife. I just believe that God has gifted me to be those things in life, and I'm not cocky, arrogant, or anything, but just grateful,
Yes.
very grateful. And then another thing that I've learned, and this is kind of an unfortunate learning, is that unless the Lord watches, I simply watch in vain. And I say that because I'll share this is part of my going into my 50 years because so many
Mhm.
things happen. But I shared this with my children, my sons. I have three sons still living on this earth. My fourth son, hopefully, is just serving as an angel in heaven watching over us. But I shared this with my children yesterday, and it was from the CMPD Police Department. It's a little brochure that they can carry in their pocket, and it says citizens accountability rights and education. And it says if you're stopped for an investigation, specifically, what do you do? If you are stopped in a car, specifically, they give steps on what you should do, and make sure that you abide by these rules. You know, don't run, don't argue, don't resist, all of these things. If the police come to your home, if you are arrested, when officers can use deadly force, and they give all your responsibilities are to stay calm, be polite, anyway. As I approach 50 and having sons ages right now 15, 19, and 22, and my 12-year-old is 12 forever in heaven, and he was already 5'10" anyway at 12 years old. Yeah, he was a giant.
Yeah.
I have learned that unless the Lord watches, I watch in vain, because as I was going through a training with my children yesterday and talking to them, gave them each these cards from a town hall meeting that we had participated in, and learning from actual police officers what to do. As I was talking to them, I realized that nothing that I'm saying to you matters. And because at the end of the day, if someone has it within their heart to enforce bodily harm to you or to teach you a lesson, as your mommy, I don't even know what to even tell you except for just to pray and ask God to touch their heart, to just stop. And it doesn't matter if it's a black or white person or who it is. If somebody's doing something that they know could cause you death and they're doing it to you, this card, don't even reach for it.
Yeah. And I'm tearing up because I have, four boys. I have a 24-year-old, a 22-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 12-year-old. And the fact that we have to do this with our children, the fact that when my 24-year-old left yesterday to go back to Maryland, I had to have another conversation with him. It just breaks my heart. And as a Black mother, we want all of our children under our house, like under our roof. When they're under our roof, we get the best rest.
Yeah.
But when they're out, because we cannot control, that card cannot control somebody's heart. All we can do is pray that our children just come back home alive.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's something as I'm approaching 50, I never would have thought that this is be a conversation that I would have to have with my children who are nervous. And they're just nervous just simply because of their skin color. And I don't want them to be fearful, because I know that not everyone's out to harm you, or not everyone's like against Black people or anything like that. But then there are some people that just have it in their heart to
Yeah.
do foul things. And
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
okay. I ain't gonna go too far. I'm just telling things that I've learned as I
Yes.
approach 50. And
Yes.
another thing is I've learned to have very candid conversations with my children and regarding molestation and things like that. I had another guest on my show. So I had Pamela Howard on the other day. And when I was talking to her, I said, oh my gosh. I mean, I called a family meeting and I was like, I don't care what this sounds like. Listen, nobody's touching anybody. Or if somebody is, I need to know. Even if you need to talk to them privately. And my daughter said, "Mom, listen, I would know if this is happening to me. I promise you it's not happening." And she was
Right.
like, "Calm down." But
Right.
I'd rather go to extreme measures, even when it comes to stuff like that could be happening in my own house, and
Right.
I'd be unbeknownst to me to have those deep conversations with my children. And that's even internally in my house. And come to find out, no molestation, no,
Mm-hmm.
rape or anything like that's been happening, praise God. But even those discussions are difficult discussions to have. So when moms like me, approaching 50 years old, have a discussion with my sons about forget reaching for that card trying to show a police officer that you are a law-abiding citizen, and because you can go to reach for that card, and that may be the last breath
41
that you take.
shots. 41 shots. What they did with Diallo. So it's like we can't reach for anything. Like so
But
it's
that's what we're
very
told. I
difficult.
mean, that's what, during our town hall meeting, we were trained to, hey, just reach for the card and tell them, hey, it's okay. I'm a law abiding citizen, and I have my card. Anyway, so I'm just learning a lot as I approach 50. So tune in tomorrow, guys, at 11 o'clock a.m. Hopefully no technical difficulties. Tomorrow, May 29th, is going to be my 50th birthday celebration show. I don't know everybody that's going to be on, but it's going to be fun to me. So tune in, guys, tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Woo! Okay, people, amen. Courtney said, very difficult, but I think you gave great advice. Pray.
Yeah.
Enjoyed this topic on hair. And then, of course, I shared more about my 50th night stream, Alex. Thank you for joining in. Any final closing words? We're going to close out.
I just want to thank you so much for having me on. This has been amazing. And I will be available to you if you need me any other time. And Courtney, I look forward to hearing from you. So thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate this.
Thank you, Pamela Booker. Thank